oftentimes when you're trying to better yourself, you find that the harder things to do are actually the things that would appear to everyone else to be the easier things. For me, going heavy in the weight room on the squat, bench, and the deadlift are things that I enjoy and I look forward to. The things that I struggle much more with are doing this light stuff and putting in the extra work to fix weaknesses and basically find what those weaknesses are, tear them down, and try to build them up stronger. Much like the video where I talked about structure and building a base, it's very much that kind of a concept where if you are making sure you put all the supporting work in, you will end up with a much more solid product at the end. And so that's what this day is focused around, and I can't stand this kind of stuff. But that's why I know I need to do it. I did my incline. If anybody who follows me knows that I am terrible at this lift and I don't enjoy it, but I am getting better at it. I did a set of 8, and then I did 3 sets of 5 after, where last week I only did 2 sets of 5 after my set of 8. Next week I'd like to add another set of 5 and hopefully get my volume up with that, and then start messing a little bit with the load once I get to the volume that I wanted to achieve. After that I went over and I squatted. You might notice that there's significantly less weight on the bar than there usually is when I squat. And that is because the purpose of today, this squat work, is to just completely and totally hit a different energy system and enact stimulus in a different way. I did 315 for 4 sets of 10 with very strict and short and horrible 45-second rest periods. And the fact that I wasn't wearing a belt definitely reminds me that my core is something that can always get stronger and always needs to be improved. You can see in a lot of these reps, my hips start shooting back, and I start to good morning the weight up, and a lot of people will say, well, that's a technique flaw. That is a core strength flaw. That is something that I am constantly working to bring up my core strength, especially when I get tired, especially when I'm fatigued, and especially when the weight isn't big enough to get me focused enough on it. I don't think enough when I'm working with weights that are less than 4 plates. I don't think about the weight nearly as much as I should, and so I have form breakdown that is unnecessary and can be fixed with some more focus and some more attention. Whenever I reset and get everything in the right my right sequence of events, if I was to treat each one of these reps like I was doing a 600 or 700 pound squat, the reps would look better and I would perform them better. And that's something that I'm still getting used to, because when you get fatigued and you get tired, you don't want to think about hitting your cues and doing everything perfectly. You want to think about getting through and surviving and being able to catch your breath and stop the lactic acid from leaving an unbelievable pump in your legs and your lower back. And so I have one more set to add to this to get to the volume I want to before I do anything with loading, and honestly I'd like to make sure that my reps are looking the way that I want them to and that I am thriving in this environment instead of struggling to survive before I start messing with that load again. Afterwards, move to close grip bench press, another lift that I used to do it exclusively and have not done as much of it recently, but it's a weakness. Fix the bench press, you have to examine some of your weaknesses, and my triceps are definitely not as strong as they should be. So doing that, and then I did bicep work because I am so out of practice with bicep work. I have a feeling that there's an imbalance that hasn't shown up yet, but it will soon because of how underdeveloped they are. Do want to take a second to send a shout out to my friend Josh, who was spotting me here, and you see him, he's going to walk towards the camera and give me the thumbs up. This kid he's older than me, but he is one of the most genetically gifted, nicest, hardest working guys that I have ever met, and I'm encouraging him to get into something like physique shows or fitness modeling, because I think he would absolutely slay at them, and is just an all-around nice guy and deserves the absolute best, and I am so impressed with what he's been able to achieve in the last 6 years of putting everything he has into this and doing it the way that we both feel is the right way. So I appreciate him very much, and his friendship has been a big part of my mood in the last couple of weeks especially. So thanks a lot, Josh, for being the person that you are. Appreciate you, brother. If you like the shirts that I've been wearing in these last few videos, please go check out strengthcrew.com. Some friends of mine have this strength forum, and I'm representing it. I love the clothing. It definitely feels nice to work out in, and I just like the symbols. The tusk tee that you saw me wearing in this video, one of my favorite designs, and you guys should definitely go check that out. My next session is going to be on Sunday. I will be doing heavy squats. I will likely not be wrapping my knees. I'm probably going to be trying to work with some heavier weights without wraps because I haven't done that in a while. I'm going to go heavy-ish on bench, still easing my way back into those heavier bench numbers, and then pause squats. Also, I mentioned in the last video I would be making an announcement. I want to announce that I'm going to start trying to do Q&A videos again. I did them a while ago and just was never able to keep up with them. I'm going to put links in my videos to my Facebook athlete page, and if you want questions to be answered, you go to that page and I'll set up a thread that you can comment your questions to. I get so many comments and questions now on my YouTube videos, it's really hard for me to keep up with them, and I feel like I get a lot of the same questions over and over, and it'd be a lot easier for me to answer people by just pointing them back to a video where I actually go over these answers. So that is what I'm going to be doing this weekend, and it's going to be kind of hit or miss. You can ask questions about lifting, about life, about anything, and I will pick through what I feel like I can answer in this first couple of videos, and hopefully it will become we can get some more information out from my channel. So that's what I'm hoping to do, and just give back to the community that's been so supportive of me. So thank you guys again for watching. I will definitely see you later this weekend when I do that Q&A video. Check the link below for where to ask your questions, and I will talk to you then. Bye.